Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Welcome. Thank you for watching. And we're going to go to DDG. DDG cries about not seeing his son. I think since this video, he has had the boy.
He always has a boy. Every time you look up, he with that boy.
Yeah, well, that's awesome. I just think this was relevant to what we were talking about today. So I figure we chop it up and listen to his sulk.
I'm gonna see if he sounds genuine with what he's saying, because he always got Halo.
Okay.
It's not clickbait.
He just lied. He said
I don't even like
clickbait.
Y'all know I like doing like skits and like just having fun on the internet. I don't really like talking about real life, but I feel like I have to. And it's getting to a point where I feel like I'm honestly getting, when it comes to me just wanting to just be a dad. Y'all know how much like I love Halo. It's literally the best thing that ever happened to me. And this is literally my last resort. I feel like I don't have no type of like hurt, bro. Like I don't have no type of say so. And I keep getting this word thrown around like this. I don't give a fuck if this make me seem childish. I just want to be able to see my son when I want to see my son, take my son when I want to take my son. Like, I don't care if this make me look childish, if I look like I'm on the internet crazy, whatever the I don't care, bro. Like, I don't care what nobody thinks. I literally just want to be in my son's life. And
the problem with that, the problem with what he's saying, it sounds really good, but the problem with his mentality and a lot of mentality of a lot of men is they think about wanting to be in the children's life after the fact, after the child is here and born, after they've already dismantled the family, instead of, as what a man said, I had enough. If I had, if I'm man enough to have a baby, I'm man enough to be married until my kids are grown at least. And the reason why that's so powerful is because if you're thinking about you're wanting to be in your child's life when you want and taking them when you want, being in their life when you want them to be, then you would have and create a family structure that allows that. What happens is they get caught up in the, what I was saying, I was telling my husband earlier, they get caught up in they get hypnotized by the coochie, because these women is frucking and stucking like crazy. And then they get pregnant, and then they're not doing that no more. They're not doing it like it was before, and not looking and acting like how they was before either.
Yeah, I wrote down a few points that I feel like. So, like you said, the first statement he said was, "This is not clickbait." Says every clickbaiter ever. If it's not clickbait, get on with the video. Have we ever said, "Hey, everybody, welcome to the channel. This is not clickbait"? No, that's number one. Then they always say, "I don't get on the internet and do this." That's what they always say when they're trying to pretend like something is so serious. So he's talking about how he want to just be there for his son and all that stuff, right? That's cool and everything.
Yeah.
But you are so internet.
Yeah.
That's not just being there for your son. Being there for your son would be doing probably a few things that we don't get to see. We get to see y'all wake up. We get to see y'all go to the mall. We've been seeing Halo since he came out. You post him, you had him on a live stream with a bunch of people watching him. And that's why Hallie got mad.
Oh, is that what's going on?
The one time, I don't know how recent these are together, but I do know that she was irritated because he went on an entire live stream with the baby. So he's making the entire world see the baby. He want to make the entire world see what good of a daddy is. All type of stuff like that. If it was more genuine, then I feel like, okay, cool. You know what I mean? And then, like, buying him a car for his first birthday, Not even a little baby car. You buy him a whole Lamborghini for his first birthday. You're trying to
Oh,
show out a little
oh,
bit too much.
you be on this stuff. You know what's going on.
Cause I see like little clips of stuff. I see little things. I see people's little reactions to stuff, and I be seeing it. Yeah, he bought him a
That's
whole
ridiculous.
Lamborghini that he can't drive for the next 15 years.
I seen something. He had the baby since that video.
And then another thing is,
mhm.
he didn't want to marry Hallie. I feel like he wanted to have a baby with Hallie because of her reputation. She's the Little Mermaid. You wanted
She
to
wanted to have a
with
baby.
the Little Mermaid. They both did.
Yeah. Oh
But
yeah.
I feel like because it's so weird how after Halo came to be, they broke up. They was
That
just
ain't
done.
weird. That ain't weird.
I'm
That's how it
like,
go.
that is how it go, but it don't make him not weird. It's weird to me. Cause how you have you create a whole life with somebody and now you just done? We stuck after that.
That's the thing though. There's no that's the whole frustrating thing about the whole thing is they don't want a commitment. They just want to play games, play cute, be in each other's face.
Playhouse.
Play house, goose when they feel like it, and then when it's not fun no more, they don't want to have nothing else to do with it. They don't want it no more because it's not fun no more.
I think he was talking about not getting married to her for whatever reason. But that's always gonna be his baby mom or whatever the case is.
And you know what? That's her fault. She set the standard.
Have to.
I'm sorry. It's her fault. She set the standard. We'll listen to a little bit more, and then we'll talk some more.
Okay.
Let me see my son. But I get to see him, but it's very minimal time. Like if y'all ever watch, I know I usually Snapchat when I'm with my son. I live stream every day, so y'all kind of get to see. I've been around girls all week because I don't get the chance to be a dad when I want to be a dad. Like I don't give a about hanging around those girls. I want to be around my son. You feel me? But since I can't be around my son, I'm obviously going to work. I'm not going to sit in the crib, look at the wall and cry about this. You know, I'm going to go work. So it's like every single day or every other day, I'm trying to see him. I'm trying to get him to come over or whatever. I never get him dropped off. I always go pick him up. I live far. So I'm driving hours to go get him. And then I get there and I can't get him. I can't see him. My son is sick right now. I want to see my son. I want to hold my son. I want to, you know what I'm saying? I just want to comfort him. I want to put him in the shower, get some steam in his nose so he can feel better. I don't get the chance to do that. I get pinned against the wall, and then everything else is variables on why I can't see my son.
And I don't feel bad for either of them because, like I said, she set the standard. It's just as simple as that. If you let him get your coochie, you let him nut up all up in your coochie, and you ain't, and that's not your husband. He ain't even gonna think twice about making you a wife because you made it easy for him, and she made it easy for him. These women think they coochie so good it's gonna keep a nigga. Oh, if I have his baby, it's gonna keep him. And then when that doesn't happen, they mad at him about it because their plan didn't work. And the niggas
I see men run faster after you have a baby. They run faster than what they would have ran if you didn't have a baby.
Yes. And the niggas is just the same. They plotting and planning. I'm gonna get her pregnant. And then stuff don't go their way. Everybody is plotting and planning, manipulating each other. And they end up just playing themselves. And and who, like I said in the description, who loses but the child? The babies lose. Your cat.
Can you move? You're not a part of the show.
He's so pretty. Yeah, the babies lose in the midst of all of that.
Go. I'll talk to you later. Now he gonna tear up my shoe. He got an attitude. I'm gonna whip you. Give it to me.
Yeah. And girls play these games in these relationships, and it and the children lose. The children always lose. Everybody's playing games, and the children are the ones that lose because uh like you said, they playing house, and then when it's not fun no more to play house, then they trying to get out of it. But then then they're like, oh, I want to see my child, and it's like you've given all this power over to somebody that it's like y'all ain't married, and then the divorce, that's a whole other situation.
My
How
whole
do you
thing is,
feel?
what are you telling us for?
Yeah.
Like, what we gonna
I
do?
tell the
Like,
world.
you sitting on the stream telling us. If I was in the stream, I'd be like, nigga, what is we supposed to do? Is we supposed to go get him for you? I'm not.
Right?
I don't care. I don't know. Y'all ain't giving me no money. I don't know nothing about y'all. I don't know. I just know what I hear. I know what I see. But go be crying to her phone like that. Talking about you want to help him get steam in his nose. Tell her that. Why you
Yeah.
telling us? We can make that happen for you.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like you said, it'd be for he's saying it ain't for clout, but whatever.
It's the
Like,
internet. You
yeah,
want to bash her name for whatever reason. You want to say whatever you can. You want
even
people
though
to
he's
pick
saying I'm not
sides.
saying her name.
Huh?
Even though he's saying in the video, he's like, I ain't gonna say her name. We know who you talking about.
Who else do you have a kid with, DDG? Daryl, whatever his name is. We're
Who's
not
that?
finna sit up here and play stupid with you. The little mermaid that swam away is not letting you see the baby. Whatever. Go talk to her about that.
Yeah.
You so internet. Maybe if you got off the internet and had a conversation with her, because now she gonna bring it up even worse. When you see her, oh, you was on the internet trying to bash me. It's just gonna create more drama.
And
So go talk to the lady.
he gets the baby after this, like a week after this. He
He
has the
sees
little
the
boy.
baby all the time. He always with that baby.
Yeah. Yeah. Not enough for him. But in reality, I'd be like, girl, half the time these women don't want these kids, no way. So why is we preventing the man from getting the child? You don't want the baby because at the time the baby be with the grandma.
Yeah.
They don't be having these kids. So why not let the man have them? Why not let the man take them? Let me tell you, I was a teen mother. I didn't play that game. I already knew. I might have been out doing dirt, but I'm like, I know I need my free time. So please go with your daddy. I did not play that game pretending like I want my baby and my baby. That's my baby. I'm like I got to live my life. I might have been out in them streets doing dirt or whatever, but I'm like he can have her, please and thank you.
The
I'm not.
hardest. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, no, I'm just saying I'm not. I wasn't finna play that game.
The hardest thing that the video I think I've ever seen. I never was able to find it again, which probably is good. Other than doing the channel and showing it to you, but probably one of the hardest videos I've ever seen was a woman that had a baby with a man, and I guess he wasn't calling or texting her back or something like that.
Mm.
The baby had to have been like, I'm gonna say oldest a year old, oldest.
Mm.
She smacked the baby across the baby's face. Like the baby was laying down and she like smacked the baby super hard. It was a baby girl across her face. And yelled like, your daddy don't want to call me back. He want to be all up in the streets doing whatever he want to do. He don't want to call me back. So she's abusing the baby because the dad's not calling her back. And that right there, it just did something to my spirit because the baby was like screaming, crying. And it's like, men are not paying attention to the type of women that they're having kids with. Neither are women. I learned, like, the more I do this live and the more that I talk about situations, right, I realize that men and women are a lot more similar than people give them.
Yes.
Just because it's flipped.
Yeah.
Because you can talk about situations with a woman, right? If you flip it, you realize men do the same shit, just in a different way.
Yeah.
Men and women do the same things.
Yeah.
In different ways. It's the same thing. It's mind-blowing.
Tell it, niece.
But it's like, men are not paying attention to who they are having kids with because it's just sex or it's just whatever the case is. Women, same thing. There's men raping their own daughters, killing their own daughters. And then there's women, you don't text me back, I'm going to hit your baby. Like, but we live in a world like that. We live in a time like that. But people don't care about that. That's not people's first thought.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. It's all about the coochie until you got babies involved. What a man said. I couldn't be putting my business all out there like that. Also, I couldn't talk about my kid's mom. Yeah, even though he trying to play like, oh, I ain't gonna mention her name, but this is
Cause
what's
you laid
going
with her
on.
regardless. Like
Yeah,
even the
got a baby with
craziest
her.
thing is, if I know that I fucked with a bum, right? I'm to protect me. I feel like I might say, he was a bum, but I'm not gonna go into detail. Like, have you seen those women go into detail? Like, he ain't had no toothbrush and he ain't had no clean drawers. It was stains all in his drawers. But you was with him though.
Girl, you slept with him.
You was with him. You knew that information that you was with him for 5 years. You knew that. So what does that make you?
Yeah, yeah,
Dirty, just like him.
yeah. That's the catch, right? Folks dogging out the people that they've slept with, not realizing that who they sleep with tells more about them than it does about the person they're sleeping with.
Mm-hmm. Because like that doesn't make you that like women that go in the comments and are like, ew, like that's crazy. Like it's like okay, you still were with him, and I've literally heard men be like, I still hit though, and you can't say nothing after that.
Yeah.
It's
Oh
over.
yeah.
It's wraps.
Oh
If a
yeah.
man says I still hit though, what you gonna say? What is there to say after that? But other than to walk away ashamed, there's nothing else. It's over.
Lord have mercy.
There's
Jesus.
no other words to come out the mouth if you say
Uh
I still hit.
and just like you said earlier, everybody want to have sex not being married, not even taking the time to ask God for instruction and guidance who they're supposed to be with, because a lot of people don't, even Christians, even Christians don't really believe in God enough to consult with the Lord about who to be with.